but we'll have to find out first the word from EGB.
Certainly not a bronze tier level. His performance is coming through there.
What a perfect patch as well for him, right? Like he's been, even before his move over to Hellraisers, this man was spamming turkeys. Didn't matter if it was in the meta or not. And now you have the crazy to think about this hero's first pick material, and he's actually not frustrating to watch. I will say, you know, I don't like seeing him do 60 damage in the lane currently and have 6 armor. That's a separate story. At least I'd prefer that than having a bunch of mimes. Yeah. So who would have...
When you level it up, you know? So, I mean, you need to put yourself in a really risky position, like Solo was, even just to get this little bit. And it's going to be, what, 1-for-1 trade?
Does look like it, Kiyotaka. Okay. Able to get it off. Meanwhile, bottom, Mira. Some battle going back and forth. Ramsey should be able to chase him down with ease. It's going to be a double kill picked up for the Wind Ranger. Beautiful sequences across the map from 9Pandas. It's just not only bottom where blood is spilt, but also towards that middle side of the map. Ramses reads it incredibly well.
Yeah, I mean, you know when you reach these scary timings. We were talking about before the threat of the Lich in catching someone that's farming. You know, Batrider, Lich on their own, not able to do it if you just find someone completely isolated. But next to any sort of farm, which is exactly where Ramses has been, just patrolling back and forth across this bottom of the map, that's exactly where you want to be able to take these fights. So they do lay down some vision to be able to catch him in the future, but with Miposhka TPing back towards that mid lane, it's going to be another minute until they're able to make that sort of attempt again.
Look like they're... Oh, do you want to set off formation? Potentially bait collapse. As Rolling Thunder's even going to be used in the backline as well, as Kiyotaka's going to try and find an angle. Gets stolen though. Mira, beautifully done, sees an opening. It's going to be used defensively though. But now Lyle's ready to go as well. Mira finds an opening for the Raw, helps secure the kill. But still, it's Team Spirit. They feel strong enough to take the fight. Even Toro wants to get involved as well. We'll see what the Terrorblade's able to do. It's going to be a 3-5, and now Toro's in some trouble. Sundered already. Turns to repair some of the damage, but it's not even going to matter. 9Pandas completely surround the Terrorblade. Down he goes under the tier 1 tower. As even though they read the smoke, it did not matter. Pandas come out on top.
He's going to catch him out.
Radiant's bottom is under attack.
So we're going to jump. Tires just off the marks.
Under attack.
Get me down to Solo.
So much going in. Alright. A lot of attention put in on Tires. Both the 9Pandas supports it.
Oh no, Kiyotaka!
Now Kiyotaka! Okay, he's alright. He'll still be able to escape off the back of the TP, but this could be a decent fight. The Spirit is of the rolling as well. Collapse actually wants to kick Ramses away. So even though Kiyotaka's not here, you also get the easy kill into Solo. It's still looking awkward. Collapse going to try and close the distance, setting up for Utori's damage. And Lasso's going to be there as well, but Ramses preemptively pops a beacon. He's going to be able to protect himself and now turn. Shaq was out connecting onto Lyle, but Ramses having a bit of issues locking onto the Team Spirit members. But now Kiyotaka, he's showed back up to the fight. A lot of damage, but the swashbuckle will force Collapse to escape and not look back. There's going to be no Earth Spirit now. If there's a potential dive.
They're going to look to try and make a play happen. They've got the Nullifier coming out.
Did he? Oh, he jumped in.
Awesome. Yep.
Oh, I thought he jumped out.
Nope.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's a good reaction. I somehow had the read, jumped away, baited all of Spirit. No, he went in though.
And now with a double damage, maybe they get a tier 2 of their own. The other thing is that I'm thinking for 9Pandas, I love this movement that they're making towards the Tormentor, because you're with the techies, right? You already have all of this.
He shot him down inside a fight, so I mean, it's felt like we've said this for the entire game though. Like he needs this Guardian, then maybe. Now he needs the Nullifier, and then maybe. But
yeah, he even bought at 23 minutes. He bought the Wraith Band just to be able to get that gold efficient item that was going to pick up his farm the most effectively. Be very careful. They're playing underneath the Hawk vision right now, and well, that's certainly not going to help with Mira getting
bottom. I feel like they've got
Chain Frost.
Oh, it's bouncing back and forth. It's a lot of damage inside the base. Toro, he doesn't have a Sunder target unless he wants to use it onto his teammate, but off the buyback of Mira.
It's under attack.
4 staff, and he's going to be out.
Now what do? You were playing around that lasso to be able to find that quick pickoff when Ramses wasn't there, but at least get rid of the Lincolns onto Ramses. But I'm not sure if you want to use these big ultimates onto an Aegis that's still got a good 2 minutes left on it. Maybe even got the Beastmaster Hawk to be giving them even more vision.
Shackle Ramses! Oh my god! What a Wind Ranger performance! Like, it was Ramses 7-0 and 5, he's just tearing it up.
He's doing a great job, and I mean, this is the thing, right? You might not necessarily have the strongest tower sieging lineup without the focus fire, but Techies even helps with that a little bit too. And Tara's just being able to lay out those proximity mines to be able to take this one out and get up ahead.
Nice rolling collapse. Now we get the multi-man stance as well. It's a lot of damage to Toru. Continuing to focus down with the Pangolier. They're going to turn to Ramses next, but he also just shrugs it off. Quick wing run outside the base and wants to go back to collapse. Ramses is in a state where the boys on Spirit have no responses to him.
No, I was thinking they can actually just back off if they really wanted to, but still at the end of the day, 2 cores down. Maybe Batrider coming up is just going to force them to back up a little bit, but meta wearing off in about 15 or so seconds. This Batrider grab is the last chance they're going to have, but look at that Hawk just giving vision on Lyle as soon as he comes in.
Kiyotaka jumping along with Mero as well, but the wall's going to be there. Is enough tank control to protect against the Sunder? You bet it is. Jeez, it drops. What a convincing Game 1 performance from 9Pandas. They barely break a sweat. Absolutely just obliterate through Team Spirit. It felt like it was them in control of this game for a vast majority.
New and second core, not just rely entirely on a Void Spirit.
Well, let's see if that's going to be the case. First, a word from EGB.
Prepare for battle.
To be able to play with, as long as Maposhka's very quick with his usage of the Sinister Gaze when that skewer animation starts. Gets on point with that, going to be helped out by the Blood Grenade, then Miro's in a position to be in a little bit of trouble, and that's why he hasn't even started with any regen for himself. Just gone all into the stats right now. Full Magic Wand, Iron Branches, Universal Heroes, so just getting +6 to all stats at the very start of this game.
Don't be angry.
Honestly, a tri-core setup, right? This is what I was talking about. Spirit, they are fairly happy to be able to
Bottom lane.
farm a decent amount.
They're also happy with getting some kills potentially onto Ramses solo. Nothing he can do. I have to watch his carry get burnt to a crisp, and now Lyle sees a freebie. I'll get a glimpse of Solo trying to evade out to the right side, but now puts Lyle in a perfect position to be able to bounce back off the crystals. A double kill secured. Lyle is on a roll. Top of the net worth. One is mid lane.
Your lane. He's gotten into the minus now. As soon as he gets the 4th point in the quas, he'll start to summon some of those Forge Spirits and really look to put a lot more pressure onto the Team Spirit Tier 1 tower. But let's see if they've been able to scout out this smoke happening up towards the top side. Miero, he's priority number 1.
Yeah, Miro 6.
He's got that Vanguard, man. He's not really all that concerned.
Deep. Oh, on Mustache. A little unlucky with some of the bounces. Heavy commitment, but also get the kill nonetheless.
Yeah, it's a lineup that it caused 4 people to make that rotation.
And continue hunting though.
He's right underneath a Watcher. No.
Attack.
Miro stole the gun. No way. Oh, Miro.
Wants to get bounced
What do you
down.
do? Oh, what do you do, Kiyotaka? Hoping. Get knocked in the low ground, and Taurus might have just fed himself to the wolves as well. Lol. They're going to continue chasing Taurus. He's got no boys to play with him.
Ramses, though, with the dissimulate potential to be able to get away, but yeah, like you said, I have to imagine maybe they look to go for this Flaming Lasso, combine it together with a Sunstrike, and that's exactly what they do. Free kill onto Solo. Free?
Also looks... Oh, nice side set. Firefly's about to expire. Sunstrike. Next collab. Oh, dude, that's a long rift away. Oh, they even
Back to
tips
the
him
lane.
as well.
He had no other option.
We actually take a... Damn, that HB, it's heavily favoring Spirit, even with just a 2,000 net worth lead, but maybe off the back of the kills as well. They'll get this one onto Solo this time, so Pretty good position for him at least.
Maybe get out. Team Spirit. Maybe thinking that they're going to make a move towards it, so that's the best way to kind of get expired. See that Antares is sitting down here on the bottom side. He's probably dead off the back of this. Maybe not wanting to use 2 ultimates, but looks like they will. Nero makes the TP, but didn't have his Blink Dagger available. It's still on the courier right now. Hasn't been spotted out on him just yet, but a lot of these deep wards are providing a ton of information that Miposhka's been able to place down.
Top lane. What's going on here? Ramses solo Omni Slash from Utoro. Ramses, he's out of ultimate charges, and they're going to be able to snipe him down from afar. So, meanwhile, there was also a Sunstrike on the opposite side of the map, but that's not really an important kill. They continue to slow down this carry Void Spirit. 3 deaths currently for Ramses.
And that Team Spirit have. Look at all the wards Solo's placing down around this mid lane.
It's in Mira.
Be able to get a quick pick off. Who else has been caught?
Yeah, meanwhile, there's a lasso and it's onto Kiyotaka down to the south. That's a big opening. Collapse. Beautiful jump in. Mira will still go down, but it looks like Pandas want to take the fight as Ramses finds an opening. Simultaneously, Lali's onto Miero, but it's not going to matter as now Miposhka charged down. Even though they lost Kiyotaka to start, it's going to be 9Pandas that come out on top and almost catch Lal as well. A lucky escape. The shield crash still up, so I'm
Thomas though. A little bit of protection for the Omni Slash.
Solid. Do they want to jump in? He sends in a potential smoke, wanting to put himself on the front line to protect the boys. And now Ramses off the mark with the remnant. That might cost him the kill onto Mira. Although Miero finds an opening with the RP, he's going to get laid down. No hesitation, but it's still a pretty heavy committal just to support Tutorials as he want to cast the Omni. Not even required. With the help of the double damage rune, will make it a pretty good trade.
Always talk about with the beefy offlane heroes.
Bottom lane looks like Collapse should be able to find a solo kill on Antares, so this is a much different performance from Collapse. 3rd in net worth, whereas prior he would
have you playing up against a Magnus right in front of a tower.
Well, they see him.
They have to drop everything.
Here gets a jump, but the Cataclysm is more for the chain control. It's not perfect. Utoro has an opportunity to get away. Now Lau, he's going to try and zoom on in as well. Still over inside the rim with the double ultimates committed. They turn it back on the Ramses, and now it's a whole Team Spirits fight. They're going to swarm on forward. No escape for Miero, as they were the ones to start, but it all went awry.
I still think that they're going to be maybe just playing the anticipation game. So you know that Team Spirit, they're in a very strong spot. You know that the net worth lead is probably going to be ballooning out a little bit. So where are they likely going to look to play?
He doesn't have any more ultimate charges.
All right, well, not that. That's not the strategy. I think you just need to assume where Team Spirit are going to look to group up and push, because again, you've got these big Tormentor as well.
Early avoid. Never mind, Mir. Oh, that's a very short skill range, and it's just on the Miposhka. Who cares about a Lich? She's happy with taking some spells, and now Miero is stuck inside the river. No escape. Blood is spilled, and now a 4v5 for 40 seconds. Roche is up for the grabs if Spirit won it. Let's see what the call is going to be for them.
I mean, you've got the Gem of True side just to be able to make sure that you're not getting picked up solo. Just getting so aggressive with their positioning, man.
Meanwhile, for the right side, it's going to be Lasso in combination with the Postka's ultimate. Thanks to the Eye Spire, they have plenty of single target bursts. 2 callers trying to make some plays. It feels like these are some desperate bursts every single time they're punishing them.
They do have good pickup potential, but I really feel like it's just 9Pandas being in the wrong place at the wrong time a lot of the time. You know, Ramses can't get away with just going up into that Ancients area consistently, considering how little map control they have. Maybe just anticipating that Spirit feels strong enough to be playing aggressively on their side of the map. But,
Mira, no way. Oh my god.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I really don't know what you do against this. Like, it's going to be on Miro to be able to find that skewer. Oh no!
It seems like it's Miro this game. Now with the Omni Slash as well. Ramses making a double lasso. He's got a It's not a repeat of game one. Collapse pops out of control, and so do Spirit. We're going to a game three.
Collapse out of control, Mirror out of control, Lyle out of control. The only one with no deaths that game.
Also, if they play from behind, they might have issues with controlling the puck early on as well. So we'll see what he's able to do first, though. Word from EGB.
To that earliest level 6. Not this time around. It's basically only the puck or the Bloodseeker once he reaches the Maelstrom, and by the time he's got Maelstrom, level 6 should hopefully have been purchased or acquired a while ago.
Boschka. Shark back down bottom.
Wasn't out of mana. Disappointing.
Plenty of regen as well.
See ya.
I didn't see how much duration had left.
At least half. Pushes him away from the wave.
Die?
He doesn't farm. Yeah, almost, yeah. You get the kill onto Mirror for this.
Well, that's huge. A lot of life steal's gonna come back. No, Solo sniped it! Oh no, that is a huge kill he needed.
He should be okay. He should be okay. Is what you want to be going for. Ramses might be forced to pick it up over on the left-hand side. He's got phase boots coming out to him as well. Really help with a lot of these trades, but not if he dies
Finally.
first. Oh, the courier as well.
Has been killed.
Needs to focus on his own farm for now. Get into the Witchblade, because again, until you reach these ultimates on the supports of 9Pandas, they really don't do much damage. See Lyle even looking to get aggressive onto Kiyotaka, taking away some of that status for him to be able to make plays with. Can they get the lift and snap the coil?
Looks like he's holding it for the last second. Didn't find the break, and now I'll be able to get the haste here. Lyle's working still with the arcane as well, so Solo giving away his life. Unfortunate.
Doesn't really need to leave the lane, so why would he? You know, he's just getting some free farm here, and they might actually be looking for... But they were looking for a play onto Ramses, but they'll get it onto Solo instead.
Really? It's taking a while. Claps is also going to run into the Bloodseeker as well, and now with the +2, Mirror and Lyle, they're going to be able to connect as well. That is such an interesting movement from Spirit. It was a double smoke. We saw one.
Might even be considering an Aether Lens. I've seen a couple of hunters do that in recent times, just for a little bit of that extra cast range to be able to stay as far away from the puck as possible.
Bottom lane.
You're not getting to save it.
Mirror might be forced to black hole. It's got the boys starting to TP in, but the Chain Frost stops it short. Utora is going to be able to jump over the tree line. Ramses. Oh, Utora actually wants to go back in. We're strong enough to be able to fight with Poshka nearby. Doesn't think Solo's enough to be able to hold them back, and he'd be right. Ramses continuing to play incredibly defensive. Still yet to be rewarded. That's going to be called down now for this potential power rune fight.
Ramses is actually getting dived a little bit here by Yatoro as well on the bot side. That's a solo kill that Yatoro was able to get. Not even with Empower onto him. I mean, this is the thing, right? You just...
And now Collapse is even looking to get involved. Wants to try and catch Kiyotaka off guard, but the RP's at the ready. Dukes out the phase shift. Gonna drop it just yet. Able to get the kill, but like you said, I mean that... What's going on now? Lol? Oh, he cancelled his TP. Where's the Pugna?
Please, take that Watcher away. It's watching everything that you're doing, right? These ancient camp areas. They know that of everything that's happened. Sorry, Ramsey getting dived
again. This time they might be able to respond. Never mind.
Just a second too late.
Now mid lane though, another use of the coil. Let's see if this time it's going to pay off. What? They're going to turn it back around. Suck is out. Maposhka gaze back. And now he's got plenty of health and mana to be able to go through the dive. And Tara's doing whatever he can to protect his mid laner. But Utoil is everywhere. Top to mid he goes. The Monkey King getting involved in the early team fights. And
heal him up, Mira.
Whoa, oh, it's the Zuck battle.
action going on.
Oh no.
Anymore. You're the one making the actions and forcing a response out, and right now the connection just hasn't been there.
What am I looking at? We are using ultimate on the cream. Solo trying to drain his life. Not gonna work. Both mitigate, both cancel each other out, I should say, and in the end now they...
That movement, that's a really cool little play. Might be able to get a solo kill or a dual kill actually onto Antares on this top lane. Just waiting for him to go for that blast off, but won't be able to land it.
What made you think you stood a chance?
Stupendous!
Jesus, confident out of these kills. No gold, no experience. They're playing very far behind. They're going to make the attempt on the wall. This time Rams are going to be here. Silence is there with the fall of the Blood Ride as well. Beautifully done. Now Mira as well. They should be able to get a chain kill. They know Utora's there. They've got no way. The Maelstrom proc sees him in the trees. Is this how they get their third kill? This will be a big streak. Wow. How lucky.
Farm to fight, and then fight to farm.
Radiant's top tower.
I think they'll be able to accomplish that. Cost of solo, most likely.
Both we're going to deal with though on the cliff. But I mean, really the big winner as well is Kiyotaki. Got some massive streaks. Got the kill into...
Got the Kyron Sange now, and I feel like... Sorry, I'm just seeing on this top side the Monkey King playing around, but where's the team? They've got a Blink Dagger on Miero. Collapses there with a Blink Dagger of his own to be able to play around with.
Oh, nice silence. And now Miero in with the black hole. That's how you find a way back into the game for the Enigma. Just one ultimate, one team fight is all you need. A big...
Wanting to be on the front lines, Collapse especially.
Is he blind RP? Oh, wow. That's an aggressive zip. Collapse!
Pick up!
What an RP! Is the fork going to be there? Utora for the other side. They're going to skip. Back on a Spirit's high ground. That is picture perfect. What a jump. And the follow was even better.
Great bait by Lyle.
Scans on the mark, so they're well aware.
Let's see. Puck.
Kiyotaka. Bit of a coil, able to set up for the follow-up and the Blood Ride as well. Ramsey's looking for the wraparound. He's going to provide the vision. It's an awkward spot. They're all clumped up. It's off the mark. Not the black hole they needed to take the team fight. As what's the core now? Still Lars in a lot of danger. Solo stolen. Skewer finds a chain control. Utora's ready to spring the trap, but it's not good enough. 9Pandas evade the attempt. They're still going to be able to find Ramsey's completely isolated, but it looks like Kiyotaka, he can do it by himself. The slippery part too much for them to handle. Utora though still being a bit of an issue. BKB is going to protect him. Looks to leap on forward with a finishing blow. Assassinates Solo, and they're not done just yet, but the RP back at the ready for Collapse. Blink has already been used, however, so Kiyotaka be able to evade this attempt. Buy back out of him, however, on
Black Hole's up and available. That's how.
Well, they're going to go for the back line.
Around. They found the Rubik.
Finds an opportunity. Easy drag back. That's what they're wanting. Just the easy kills. Get the numbers advantage, make it a difficult defense. Of course, he's got a buyback.
Under attack.
So it'll be a big investment. Long zip away.
Big zip.
I've got the arcane.
Look at the items being purchased up by not just Lyle, but Pugner as well. They're going Scythe of Vice on both of these heroes, realizing how much of a threat Kiyotaka has been to...
Oh, look at them again! Dude, are you serious? Collapse has done it again.
Well, it is being able to bring him into the Aghanim Scepter, but it really... Ooh, gotta be careful with his positioning though. Collapse could get the jump on him again.
It's going to be Pandas that actually start first with the call to the Blood Ride. Collapse is in some danger. Rupture's going to get laid down as well. Utora to the rescue. Wukong's to buy him some space with a medical for this other side as well. Collapse is still alive. Finally, they'll be able to get the kill, but now Lyle turns to Ramses as well. The BKB is going to get activated, but it will not matter as Lyle finds a chase down. And once again, this fight and this game is solely on Kiyotaka. The man needs to pop off, but he doesn't have an avenue to turn the fight back around. It still will be a 2-for-2 in the end. So not the one kind of the remnants of the tier 1 mid. So speaking of Kiyotaka, it's going to be able to catch Mira. Should be a pretty easy kill into the Pugner, slowing down the Hex timing. With that being said as well, also Lyle's got enough gold for the Hex, and in fact he's got to complete it. So the Kiyotaka has a fine line to play under the ward of the... Zip in. Who do they see? It's going to be Ramses. There's the Hex, there's the Vortex, and the chain control. It'll be... Oh, he even got the BKB off anyway. Solo? Collapse is still on the hunt, but
Radiant's top
lightning stolen, so able to get on the way, but he's just gonna resword. Ramses, quick fingers on the telekinesis. That's a better black hole onto 2, and it's 2 vital heroes for Utora. Able to stand strong, activate the BB, then just turn and shred them. No one can stand strong against the Wukong. Utora reigns supreme in spirit. Looked like a rough start off the black black hole. They almost even.
The case though, yeah, just falling up onto this high ground, level 25 as well for Yatoro, so he's got the additional Wukong's ring. We know how good a Monkey King is at being able to siege that high ground. Even just being able to use the Aghanim Scepter as well. Keep standing right next to the tower, use that to assist with some of the high ground siege. Might finally be forced to back a little bit, but the side
Great pop of the Lincolns. Hex gonna be there, but the RP collapse wanting to make sure they guaranteed the kill.
Finally got
and
it.
they'll do just that. He's gonna buy back. He'll use an instant. Can they cancel the TP though? I mean, that's a huge buyback force out, but it's an even better call though from Kiyotaka onto 3, but he sees no one. Zero vision for Pandas to work with, and they are super hesitant. Ramses wants nothing to do with that, and
smoke right now through the ninja gear, through the full team smoke.
to the pop. Yatoro starts the instant use of the boundless strike down, but the skill back as well. Formation has been broken. And they keep the Bloodseeker alive. He's falling low and low, and Ramsey's got no one there to protect him. Where are the boys? Miero hasn't found an angle for the black hole. Now low, he's gonna force their hand. A zip in onto Antares, stuck outside the base, and a boundless strike cuts away the remaining health pool. A 3v5 could be a 4v5 with the buyback on the techies. This is your last set of barracks now. They're gonna go.
I mean, I just don't think they'll have the damage, man. They've got 50 seconds left on the Aegis, and he's been healed up.
He's in. All right, man, but it's in another black hole. He's going to be able to have to fall afterwards as well. There's a secondary one. He didn't get it. Collapse was quick on the fingers. RP to stop him short. And that should be all she wrote. Kiyotaka and Solo, they stole the RP on Solo, but it will not matter. Tips are even there. A worthwhile attempt, a valiant one at that. But G's are dropped, in Spirit, they will go undefeated in the summer tour. They were already guaranteed a spot at the Bali